you, the person who's involved in this, doesn't realise it's a very gradual process. And before you know it, you're in problem areas and you're kind of blind to it because it's been such a kind of gradual, incremental change. You know, people want to take photographs, you're like, right, okay, I'm quite happy to hide in the background because you're kind of a wee bit ashamed of your shape. There was an event run to share information about the Healthy Weight programme, so I went along to that. Sounded really interesting.
Obviously there's a lot of changes in guidance. We see a lot of things in the media that is sort of the new panacea for weight loss or weight maintenance. So really we had to make sure that what we were offering was still effective. So we conducted a clinical trial, and in that trial we wanted to really look at how effective the Healthy Weight programme was.
The interviews that I had with the clinicians really kind of waking me up to how bad and how severe things had become.
So the metrics that we would typically look at are things like cholesterol, blood pressure, blood glucose, and a variety of other markers. And when we screened Andy, he was very much what we would describe as within the red band.
My brother-in-law's a comedian, he makes that part of his routine. He actually made a joke about being too fat for the fat programme. And they said, right now, your blood pressure's at a level where if you imagine someone had just tried to stab you and the shock and the fright you've got, that's where you're at. And you're at real high danger of a heart attack. And that was like, oh, seriously, what? Because over time you've been in denial for so long. So to hear that was like, really, it's time to change.
What was clear is that Andy was at a point in his life where actually he knew that he had to make a significant difference to his lifestyle. You know, 2 young children that he wanted to spend more time with, wanted to be more active with, and actually he wanted to act as an example for.
So Andy's diet initially was the kind of diet that I see a lot. People think they're making the right choices, but the reality is it's all based on carbohydrate and the wrong type of carbohydrate.
I could kid myself on because I don't eat meat and I don't smoke and I don't drink alcohol, but actually I was still in the programme because I overate. What really woke me up was the first night when we looked at portion control and we worked with the nutritionist. I put out what I thought was a healthy portion and I knew that was probably a quarter of what I ate. And then when Mary came with a healthy portion and looked at the difference, I thought, oh my goodness, there's the problem. I met with Craig, and Craig was really good, and you began to really enjoy things that I was certain I would hate. For example, the kind of classes, you know, the last thing I wanted to do was be embarrassed and ashamed of how bad it was in front of other people. But that turned out to be one of the best aspects of it because we were in with people who were a similar ability and similar capability and similar body shapes. By the end of it, having done the classes, it's the thing I missed the most about the programme being finished. It was just great. From the minute it began even till afterwards, it's just been unbelievable. The positivity and the kind of credibility you had, you never felt as if you were a problem case.
So after the 12-week period, Andy had made some really significant changes. He'd lost 19 centimetres from his waist. He'd lost 12 kilograms overall. His hip circumference reduced. The change in his blood pressure after the 12 weeks was remarkable. Other elements that weren't necessarily more obvious, like his emotional well-being, significantly improved as a consequence of taking part in the programme. So all in all, Andy's results were staggering, really.
Looking back, I definitely feel as if I'm more confident, that I'm less inhibited, maybe less worried about, fears and anxieties and these kinds of things, maybe because I've confronted a really big one and come through the other side, and I can say to them, listen, I'm really special and I know that if I can do it, then it's available for other people. It's about choices that you're going to make along that journey that's going to be the significant difference.